ask you something, man, that because what black people do in our community is regurgitate what sounds good to them,
Right.
and then they take that and talk even more about it. They talk about George Soros is paying everybody in the Black Lives Matter movement, financing everybody. He's the head behind the Black Power movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. Is that true?
After I had this debate with Tommy Sotomayor, people were hitting me up on social media. And you know what I always say to them? One sister said, George Soros has given several $1 million to Black Lives Matter. And these are the receipts. And I remember saying to her, but Tommy Sotomayor says that he owns Black Lives Matter. The reality is that since none of y'all Negroes are donating any money to movements, but simply critiquing them from YouTube, in order to create a movement, you have to have finance from somewhere. Sonetta been trying to get a storefront for
a studio
his platform
I'm still on 11. I ain't even get past that.
You watch this. That's why you looking at me.
That's
How much
right.
did you give for him to be able to do it?
Wow.
So what am I saying? I'm saying that movements also need finance. And even if George Soros gave anything to Black Lives Matter, that doesn't mean that he controls the movement. It does not mean that. And I'm still going to say to you, prove it.
But George Soros been doing this for a long time.
And let's go further.
Well, not only with Black Lives Matter. See, that's what people don't understand.
Let's go
I'm not
further.
defending George Soros.
But
I'm just saying, get your facts right. He's been doing this with a lot of movements.
His open society has supported grassroots movements for a long time.
Yes.
But you have to understand that the right wing of this country has used some anti-Semitic tropes against him, like he's, the wicked Jew that's in control of everything. That's what they're doing. And black people are regurgitating that because they haven't done their own research. I bet you know George Soros and you don't know who the Koch brothers are. Koch brothers gave a lot more money than George Soros ever did. You walk around Manhattan and you're going to see their names. You go over to Symphony Space, you're going to see the name of one of the Koch brothers, where we had our events on that. So what am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is that there are wealthy people who put money behind their ideas, right? Why is it you're only critiquing black folks who have to find money to fund their movements? You didn't say that about all the other movements.
Somebody said Jabari is on the take.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
Now here's the deal.
These people is crazy.
Who are going to say Jabari is on the tape because that's the only thing that they can say. But you have to understand that you see my house. My wife and I still struggle to pay the mortgage after all these years. I live in the hood. And let's be straight, let me real straight with the community for a second. I have a degree from an Ivy League institution. I could be off somewhere with my Republican hat making millions of dollars. That's not who I am. I decided to come back and share my history degree with our community because I'm part of this community. So if I'm on the take, this is a strange way to be on the take. You know what I mean? To live in the middle of the hood. It's a strange way to be on the take. I must be the worst possible informant in the world.
Hold up. This is where Pan-Africanism is at now, supporting Jewish, homosexual, feminist movements.
See?
So they think we support Jewish, homosexual, feminist movements. There's an art to listening to what we're saying.
All I can say to you is this. I'm not going to even go into the Jewish, homosexual, any of that. I'm going to say this. Negro, what have you done?
I want you to show me. I
want you to show me what you've accomplished. And I'm telling you that in just a few short years, some of the changes that have occurred, do you know that they're actually talking about defunding police departments? And defunding doesn't mean that there'll be no police. That's not what they're saying. They're saying, why are we spending billions of dollars for police to use the weapons of war against us in our communities? They're saying that money can be better spent. And that's actually happening in places around the country. You don't support that? What did you do, Negro?
Go ahead.
So I want you to recognize that the people who are saying these things are sometimes folks that do nothing more than watch Sonetta TV studios like it's reality TV. So they want to see the conflict, so, it's fun. Or, and I'm going to be real clear, some of them are not even part of our community. Because, Sonetta, you had better believe that there are governmental and extra governmental sources that are trying to say things in your chat room to change our movement. We saw that the Russians spent millions of dollars during 2016 to influence black people. You think they just went away? How come some of the people, let me say this about that person there. How come some of the people that critique us, when you click on their name in your chat room, you're going to see just, they're an egg, as we would say in Twitter language. They have no videos, no friends. This is a cutout. That person is not part of our community for saying that. They are trying to shift you, black people. Have your analysis. And let's be clear, Black Lives Matter is not above critique. We could critique Black Lives Matter all that. I do. I'm not saying they're perfect. There are no perfect movements. But I am saying that those young people who are in the streets are fighting for something. And when I was on with Black Lives Matter of Greater Metro Phoenix, I believe it was, today, there were nothing but Black Lives Matter. There were nothing but black people supporting a man whose son was shot by the police. That's what we did today. Those are the people that are in control of that chapter.
Let me get this.
So say what you want.
So you said Black Lives Matter was out there when the police shot somebody and they brought up.
I'm saying that they are supporting. We are going to have. Okay, we're going to have Brother William Humphrey on Senator TV Studios tomorrow. And he's going to talk to you about what they did to his son. They're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to you about how they shot his son, and now his son there's damage to his heart. And so, who are the folks that are supporting him? In Arizona, one of the groups that are supporting him is Black Lives Matter.
Right.
By the way, another group that's supporting him, let me say this, is the Shrine of Ma'at. He's a member of the Shrine of Ma'at.
So let me say this.